What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Talk. This is a very special edition today. It's a pregame show. Yankees' first spring training game today at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Brian, how we doing? I'm pumped.
Fantastic.
Baseball
today. How can I not be excited? Even if it's spring training.
You love to see it. Listen, I addressed this last night a little bit. I'm never usually too excited for spring training just because, it's whatever. But, going into spring training this year, I have genuine excitement. Now, I don't know if that's because, how poorly the season ended last year or just how weird last season in general was. But, bro, I'm so looking forward. The novelty is probably going to, wear off after, tomorrow. But I'm genuinely excited to, sit down and, watch the Yankees today.
Hell yeah. Yeah. It's weird because they, we'll get into this, obviously, but they're playing a lot of their starters today, which is you don't usually see the first game of spring training. So I think that might be part of it, mixed in with the fact that we didn't really get spring training last year. Yeah. And it's just the time of year, it just feels like it's baseball time. It's just, it's just exciting.
Shout out to everyone in the chat joining us for a very early stream tonight at 12 o'clock Eastern time. Shout out Christopher, Christian, Lori, Benji, KG Baseball, Nelson, Dirt Bike Nation, Victor. Hope everyone is having a solid Sunday afternoon. I think we should just honestly start this pregame show off with looking at the lineup for today. Looking at it, it looks like a lineup the Yankees could honestly field at the major league level. DJ LeMahieu, Aaron Judge, Gleyber Torres, Luke Voit, Gary Sanchez, Clint Frazier, Miguel Andujar, Robinson Chirinos, Mike Talkman. I find it a little interesting that Gary's not catching. Kind of sucks a little bit. I wanted to see Gary catch today, but that's fine. It's going to be interesting to see Chirinos. I think Gary and Chirinos in the same lineup is an interesting scenario. But one guy I do want to watch today, well, two guys I want to watch today, are Gary Sanchez and Miguel Andujar. I think those are the two names where I'm like, if they could perform this spring, they could open up some eyes. Gary, in the sense of if he could perform at a good level, then he could kind of get back in good graces of fans. Andujar, if he performs well, not necessarily be a factor at the major league level, but he can improve his trade value for something at the deadline.
For sure. Yeah, those are two guys. I'm also interested in Mike Talkman. He had a rough year last year, but we saw some promising stuff in 2019. I'm getting my years mixed up now. And I'd love to see him kind of get back to that level and be an option out on the bench or maybe even a trade option.
Yeah. Futai actually has a comment for you, Brian.
What's
up, Brian? You okay? You look like you didn't have a good night.
It's before 9 p.m. right now, so I'm still kind of waking up. It takes me a few hours in the morning. I'm just having my coffee now, so just bear with me a little bit, all right?
Yeah, listen, chat. These are not my hours. Either I'm much more of a night person, but we're kicking it. We're going strong.
We're ready, man.
Show and all.
We're hyped. We're hyped.
Yeah, let's pull up another comment here. You and Derek live at the same time. Bro, it's like, what was that in WWE when they did the Monday Night Wars, right, against WCW? Yes.
I was never into it.
And that was in the 90s, bro. You weren't alive back then.
You weren't alive back then.
No, I really wasn't. But when I was like 10, 12, like I was so into WWE, bro. It wasn't even funny.
That doesn't surprise me.
But like Paris still is. So
yeah,
like, go
Paris
figures.
loves that shit.
But yeah, looking at the lineup. back to the Yankees. We get so off track. Michael King is starting. I think he's probably only going to go like 2 or 3 innings, and then the Yankees kind of announced the pitchers who are going to be coming in the game after him. Adam Warren's one of those guys. Nick Goody's one of those guys. Lucas Ludige, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Asher Wojciechowski's one of them too. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to see Adam Warren and Nick Goody. I think those are 2 guys. Oh, I think Kyle Barraclough is actually pitching today too. Kyle Barraclough might be one of the names that's coming in the game. Cool. I think that's going to be very interesting. I think Kyle Barraclough is like, I mentioned this in the spring training preview that came out today. I don't know if you guys saw it. It's up on the channel now. But me and Jalen actually broke down like everything to expect this spring. And I think Kyle Barraclough is one name to watch because he's coming off of a couple down years. But I think he's a guy who has potential to maybe not make the opening day bullpen, but he could definitely make an impact some point in the season.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, look, we've been talking about this a lot, and there's a lot of bullpen depth, but you never know, man. Guys can underperform. You send them down, or DFA them, and other guys can come up. Like there's so many options out of the bullpen, and that's what's really exciting about this time of year.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question, Brian.
Yes.
Gleyber Torres is batting 3rd today.
Yes.
Now, like personally, like going into the year, like the way I'm structuring my lineup, I don't have Gleyber Torres 3rd. Okay. However, I could maybe see the Yankees going this route at some point during the season. What do you think?
I don't hate it. I don't really like the way that they structure the lineup to begin with. I'd rather see like a Hicks, LeMahieu, Judge top of the order, and then maybe Gleyber at like 4 or 5. But I don't hate it. I think Glaber's a good enough hitter for that spot, and like again, if Judge is batting 2nd, you can't pitch around Judge to get to Gleyber, so
yeah,
can't complain.
Yeah. Also, Derek Schott says, I heard Gary is going to be catching Cole on Monday.
Ooh.
If Gary is catching Cole tomorrow, that's huge in the sense of the Yankees have confidence in Gary where Higashioka is no longer his personal catcher. You know what I mean? Also, great. Brian, that's a quality mug.
Like, thanks.
It's a very nice mug.
I was born to ski.
Do you even ski?
I went once when I was like 10.
This man has a mug that says born to ski. Skied once in his life. Love it. Alexander says, wait, Warren is back again. Can't keep up with his movements. Yeah. Adam Warren is back with the Yankees again for, I think, like the 5th time at this point, and that's not even like an exaggeration.
It's just like every other year. He switches on and off.
Yeah. There was one other tweet that I wanted to bring up here. It was actually a quality one. Okay, here it is. Bear with me. Right here.
Bearing with you.
Look at Gary, bro.
Woo!
Look at how happy our catcher is. And I'm not gonna lie, I ripped Gary to shreds for the most part last year, and well deserved for the most part. But I mean, he's still our guy, bro. Like we need Gary to have a big year.
Bro, at the end of the day, like, we love Gary. Like, when we're hard on Gary, it's because we know how good he is. It's not because we hate Gary and we think he's lazy or anything like that. It's just we know how good he can be and how much potential he has and what he does to this lineup. So, like, if he's raking this year, oh, my God. Getting excited, man. I'm getting excited. It's not even 12:30 yet.
Like, I hate to say this, but it's like Gary looks like he's in good shape. Like I feel like we say this every single year, but Gary looks like he's in the best shape of his life.
Everyone thinks he's fat. He's not.
No, Gary, he's just like he's a big body dude, you know?
He's big boned.
Yankees got a lot of quality tweets today. I mean, bro, Clint Frazier's looking as beautiful as ever. Mm-hmm. Like, bro, look at
I'm excited.
Look at our captain, bro, with fixed teeth, like
beautiful.
Gleyber looks like he's in really good shape too.
Those jerseys are pretty fresh too.
No, I know, right?
Oh,
bro,
I do alternate.
I'm such a firm advocate in having those navy blue road alternates.
I love that, dude. Oh,
is that Boone?
Yeah, it's your boy.
That's our manager leading us into war. Unbelievable. But yeah.
Getting ready for a game of Twister.
So I think something else that's kind of going to be interesting not this off season. We're way past that. This spring training
Preseason
is the health. I think the health is going to be key because looking at this lineup, like, yes, I'm very excited. However, we know with the Yankees, everything can change with the snap of a finger, right? Because we're looking at Judge, we're looking at Glaber, we're looking at all these guys, but like we need to see this some sort of like consistency throughout the season because I'm pretty sure last year, like the Yankees started off spring training fully healthy as well, if I'm wrong, and then Judge went down, Stanton went down, and then going into opening day before COVID hit, we were like, all right, well, we're already going to be without Judge and Stanton for opening day.
And
so like,
Sevy.
Yes, so like
Sevy
let's just pray that like that's not the case.
Let's get through spring training, man. I mean, like we always talk about this, but the Yankees have the talent. Like they're one of the most talented teams in the league, and if they can just stay healthy, man, they're unstoppable.
Did you see what Futai said about you?
No,
I went once when I was 10, then I didn't like it because it got cold. That sounds like something you would say.
Probably. Honestly, I don't really remember what. I think it was just difficult. It's difficult, and I didn't feel like putting in the effort to learn. I never learned how to ride a bike either. So
you don't know how to ride a bike? No way. So you never in your life have you ever ridden a bike?
I started to learn when I was a kid, and I just kind of like wasn't into it, and I gave up.
Wow, you're such a fighter, Brian. Battle that adversity. Let's see what else we got. Benji says, too bad Springer's not playing today. Yeah, I guess, but it's also like it's a spring training crowd, so I don't think he would have gotten booed anyway. It's like, and also like I think we've kind of discussed this on live before, but like out of all those 2017 cheating Astros, George Springer's probably like my least hated one.
I would agree.
He just strikes me as like a genuine guy.
It's just not only that, he doesn't talk shit the way the other guys do. Like, like Altuve was always like, oh, I'm the best, even though he's cheating. And like Correa and like all those little pricks. Like, I just they're all that's what they are to me. They're annoying little pricks.
We're
like,
PG. We're PG.
Springer, I don't really care. Did I say something bad? I don't think I did, right?
No. Men in Black. The memory eraser thing. Let's go back to this comment then. Adam Warren's back again, right?
Yeah.
So, like, listen, I think that we could like touch on Warren a little bit just because I think that he's an interesting factor as well. Mm-hmm. Looking at the Yankees bullpen, now I think he's kind of in the same position as Kyle Barraclough, right? Because these are Nick Goody. I would say all three of these guys who are going to pitch today are kind of in the same position. They're not necessarily going to make the opening day bullpen unless they have like a ridiculous like Greg Bird pitcher type spring. Right. However, like Adam Warren is one of those guys where I could see him like filling a hole in that bullpen in like the middle of June.
For sure.
Like, you know what I mean? So I think like if the Yankees could see something decent out of Warren this spring, just maybe it'll happen. Mm-hmm. What other comments we got here? I feel like since they said Stanton has a chance to play the field this year, that it's to account for Gary on possible cold days or if his defense is still suspect.
That's not a bad point.
But my thing is like, so, okay, you put Stan in the outfield, but then who are you benching? Clint?
Yeah, or you just do it as like a rotation where, I mean, they're going to build days off into the schedule anyway. So like Clint is going to get a day off a week. Judge is going to get a day off a week. Hicks the same thing. So I could see that happening. I don't know if that's the reason why they're doing that. I think it's probably more for the rotations because they want to keep everyone rested. So they want to give everyone like a day off a week. But yeah, it could be that.
I guess. Throw last year out. This is the true test for the new strength and conditioning team and medical staff.
For sure.
I would agree. Sure. Like, this is the season, bro, because looking at the Yankees, like, if for the third year in a row, they have all of their stars out and they have a ridiculous amount of injuries again, like, we're going to have to seriously look at, like, this. Like, maybe it's not even the medical staff's fault. Maybe it's just the players.
I'm starting to get to that point. Like, if it happens again this year, like, we know this year that the big guys like Judge and Stanton are now implementing yoga into their routine, which should theoretically be a huge help to them staying healthy. So if that doesn't work, I mean, I don't know that you can blame the medical staff at that point. I think it's just the fact that these guys are not built to play baseball.
Yeah. No, I'd agree. 1,000%. Boone looks like that Little League coach who has a bat in one hand and a glove in the other hitting ground balls. He looks like that Little League coach who just like shows up and like him and his son just like have a catch the whole time. And like, you're like, coach, like, can we do something else? And he just has like his glove on his head and he's just like walking around doing nothing. But teach Brian to bike stream.
Oh, that could be fire.
That's content.
That could be fire.
Brian, hear me out. One day, well, when it gets like really warm out, maybe like May, on like a nice May day, we go down to Yankee Stadium.
Okay.
I'll bring a bike. You come. Okay. I'll teach you to ride your bike in front of Yankee Stadium, and we'll stream it.
Wow, that's content. That could be content, man.
I'll get you like an Unhinged helmet.
Would you all watch that? Give me a hashtag.
I mean, listen, Nick says Brian needs to learn to ride a bike and wave those bandanas.
Yeah, that would be fresh.
Hashtag Brian learned to ride the bike so you could wave them bandanas down the street. Like, I think it needs to happen. Just saying. Yeah, Pat, please teach this man to ride a bike for the boys. I gotta do it. I mean, he knows how to ski, but he doesn't know how to ride a bike. Like,
I know how to drive a car, and I feel like that's more efficient than riding a bike. So,
I'm actually surprised you know how to drive a car, Brian. Let's see. Do you think Clint should change his number? Not necessarily. Number? His phone number, Brian.
Why, are people texting him all the time?
Wait, is that a joke? Because I assume he's talking about his uniform number.
Yeah, he's talking about his uniform.
Oh, yeah. No, 77 is perfect.
70. Yeah, come on. Judge is 99. Like,
yeah,
that's awesome.
And isn't Higgy 66? No.
Yeah, you're right. But who cares?
Isn't
what we really need to do is get Hicks to be 88, because then you have 77 in left field, 88 in center, 99 in right. That would be fire.
I like that a lot. Brian, get on that.
Imagine seeing that from the bleachers.
Tweeted Aaron Hicks. Whoa, shout out to Lori for the $5 super chat. Genuinely appreciate that. Baseball is back. Go Yankees.
Let's go, baby.
Lori, you are the bomb. Appreciate you. Yes, baseball is back. Go Yankees. Bro, like, we're at the point where, like, we've been doing this all off season now. Like, I remember the first the first live stream where the Yankees got eliminated. It was me and Brandon, and we're like, it's over. It's done. And now spring training is underway.
Like a phoenix rising from the ashes.
You know what I do hope we see today?
Beautiful.
Like, I don't know how long like the starters are going to be in the game for, but I'm hoping at some point I get to see Derek Dietrich. That's all I want.
If we do, I hope he cut his sleeves off his jersey.
Oh, mid-game.
Yeah. He just rips them off. Just like hulks it out. Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's like, because Benji said is Bruce and Dietrich are going to play today. Like, it's possible. I don't know like what the Yankees plan is, like how long the starters are going to go. Because like we said, it's only a 7-inning game. So actually, now that I think about it, like King his max is probably 2 innings.
Yeah. I think for most of these guys, they're probably going to play an inning or two.
Yeah, I mean, I would say King might go 2, and then everyone after that will just pitch 1 inning, like easy.
Yeah. For the position players, probably like 1 at bat, and that's it.
Yeah. Better forearm monster bullpen: Chapman, Britton, Green, O'Day, or Chapman, Britton, Dellin, Otto. Ooh.
Which Dellin are we getting?
Well, no, I assume he's referring
Dellin?
to like the 2018.
Okay.
Wait, the Yankees didn't have Ottavino in 2018.
No, that's why I'm saying. I'm guessing pre-Achilles Dellin, because if that's the case, then the latter.
If we're talking prime Dellin and prime Otto, then I'm taking that one.
Yeah, for sure. But this one's not bad.
No,
I'd probably take the one that we have now over Dellin and Otto now.
I'd agree. Yeah. Question for Brian. How many home runs will it take for Gardner to hit this season for you to run down the street waving bandanas?
I don't know. What do you think?
I would say like 20. 20 is a good number.
All right, that's fair.
If Brett Gardner hits 20 home runs, Brian has to run down the street waving bandanas. on live.
Yeah. All right, yeah, sure.
So I'll send you the link. You'll join as usual, but like you'll join on your phone,
On my phone.
and you have to like just do like a selfie of you like running down the street, like waving the bandanas and the flags, and yeah,
I dig it.
Love it. Is Trey playing today? I don't know. I don't think so. I guess we'll see. Listen, if Trey Ambergy hits a home run at any point this spring, I'll
Are you a
be
big
happy
Ambergy guy?
Honestly, after finding out that in Staten Island he used to have 2 glazed donuts and a large iced coffee every day, I'm an Ambergy guy. I'm a Trey Ambergy guy. And the fact that like we're both not that good at Warzone. Brian, you're kind of in on that group too because you're not that good either.
Thanks for calling me out, man. It's very true. I suck.
We played on stream that one day, and we
did. We never played again.
No, yeah. Good times.
We'll have to get that going again one of these days.
Me, you, Trey Ambergy.
Oh,
that might be
fire.
a game.
Yo, let's see if we can reach out to him.
Yeah. My dad in Little League set the batting order, then just sat on the bench smoking a cigar while we fought it out for the on the field positions. We made the finals that year. See, but that's the type of managing that gets it done.
Yeah, sure.
Not the coddling. The coddling does not work. What is more likely to happen? Someone bat 400 or someone have a 57 game hitting streak? Futai's got the hard hitting questions on this first pregame show.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say 57 game hitting streak.
I feel like that's so impossible, though.
I don't think so.
What's the closest anyone's ever gotten? Like 35? It can't be much more than that. I'm
MLB's second longest hitting streak. Pete Rose hit 44 in 1978.
So, like, the greatest hitter of all time only got 44. So, like,
how did Joe DiMaggio hit 56 in a row?
He's a weirdo.
That doesn't even make sense. Well, like a weirdo in a good way, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He was thinking about Maryland.
That's right. Dellin is supposed to be good this year for the Mets. I forgot he was still on the Mets, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. I wish him the
Dellen's
best.
a solid dude. Yeah,
I mean,
I wish him luck.
Honestly, I miss him, man. I don't know. He had his ups and downs here, but he was solid. Always
Good times.
Pitch.
Real question from Squisher King. How many wins do the Yankees need this season for Brian to learn to ride a bike? 100 win season, Brian learns how to ride a bike.
All right.
I think that's fair. Yeah?
Is anyone keeping track of these? Is like Futai, is he like writing these down?
We probably should like start like because we're making a lot of bets this season.
Yeah, we should keep track of these.
Yeah, I should make like no joke. I should make like a Google Doc or something, and everyone like puts in like their bets for the season. Because like so far, I think I have like 5. Like,
yeah, I know. Or we get an intern to like just keep track of it.
I gotta hit up Anthony. Let's see. Yes, Brian needs an unhinged mug. Brian, I might need to get one out to you.
Do you have unhinged mugs?
I do have unhinged mugs. Yeah.
You know what? You know what would be really fire. Just chat. Let's talk for a second. Let's settle down. How about a dugout mug? Unhinged dugout mug. That would be fire. Mug? No, I don't want your dugout mug. I want an unhinged dugout mug.
I haven't shouted dugout mugs out in a while though. Whatever. We'll shout them out on the post game show later.
All right.
Let's see. Yeah, Futai's bringing it day one. He's got the hard hitting questions. Shout out Peter. Love Peter in the chat. Peter got pissed off at me last night because he said "What's up," and I kind of forgot to pop up his comment. So there you go, Peter. There you go. Yeah, Dellen's from New York too. So like, how could you not like him? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Benji's currently wearing. All right. Well, I don't like you either. So, Benji's says he's wearing a Stanton World Baseball Classic jersey.
Fresh. Let's go.
Wasn't the World Baseball Classic supposed to be this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. I really like the World Baseball Classic.
Did they postpone it or did they cancel it?
I think they canceled it.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, no, I know. I want to see if the Yankees posted anything else because I love like looking at like all like the new pictures and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. Of course.
Yeah, no, they haven't posted anything new. But let's see. Nick Nelson could be the real deal. Yeah, Benji. To be honest with you, like looking at like those three guys that I mentioned before, that Kyle Barraclough, Adam Warren, Nick Goody, I think Nick Nelson is above those three guys
For
in like the
sure.
depth chart kind of things. I think Nick Nelson probably will even be in the bullpen starting on opening day. What do you think?
I agree 100%. Yeah, they like him a lot, and he showed some really good stuff last year, so I could definitely see that.
Do you remember against the Rays in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Dude, he was a dog.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
I'm a big Nelson guy.
Julio says, if the Yankees win the World Series, Pat, I will pay for your plane ticket so you vacation in Miami.
Wow, book that.
Let's go. Yo, Unhinged to Miami.
Ooh.
Live stream on the beach. I'm so down for that, bro.
Unhinged Marlins? Anybody?
Ooh. I used to write about the Marlins. Like, people don't know that, but I used to write about the Marlins for like 2 months for SB Nation. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, good stuff. You should make an Unhinged Butter Dog shirt. I might need to make that happen. Do you know like the Butter Dog meme?
No. Which one's
Butter
that?
Dog, got the dog with the butter on it. Yeah, Butter Dog. No. It's literally like a dog with like a slab of butter on it.
Should I search it? Is something bad gonna come up?
No, it like if you type in butter, it's like
dog.
an inside joke from like the Twitch streams.
Oh.
Yeah.
So wait, is it not gonna come up? Oh, there. Okay, I see it. Interesting. Yeah. I gotta spend more time on the Twitch streams, I guess.
Yeah, good times, good times. Brian, don't lie. You were the kid in Little League whose mom brought all the snacks.
Actually was not, man. I was pretty decent in Little League, man. Why you gotta do me like that?
That's what everyone says.
Boys. Man, come on.
Well, I mean, like how I remember Little League is like there would be like a schedule, and like every game, like someone else's parent brought the snacks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't like my mom every time. Come on, man. Why you gotta?
What kind of snacks did she bring though?
Why you gotta do me like that?
Was she like one of the ones who like?
No, it was always like like the Capri Suns and like sometimes we had like Dunkaroos. Remember were you around for Dunkaroos or
no?
Oh man, Dunkaroos.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like, bro, like some of these parents used to bring like apples. Like no, just no.
I guess people think it's like, oh, it's a physical activity. You should be eating something healthy, but it's like the whole point of doing physical activity is so I can eat.
Yeah, especially when you're like 7, like well, you know what I mean. I'm not trying to get swole.
Dunkaroomy.
You just said dunk. All right, moving on here. World Baseball Classic, so much fun. It's like the World Cup. Love seeing the teams. DR is always sick. Puerto Rico was a lot of fun last time. Yeah, and listen, going into that, I don't know. I had no expectations for Team USA, and they just came out and like that was such a fun team. Like every one of those teams was so much fun. Like Team Puerto Rico was so much fun. Team DR was so much fun. Like I feel like in the World Baseball Classic, like these guys are just they just play so loosely, like because they don't really have any expectations. They're just going out there having fun with like their friends. It's just a good time.
It's like watching the Olympics, you know.
See, but I don't like the Olympics. I find it boring.
Oh, I'm sad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. I wish baseball was still in the Olympics, but like it doesn't really work out like this season.
Did you ever watch like Olympic basketball?
Yes. Like that's the only thing I'll watch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like the other stuff, but I was just thinking about like the basketball. It's just a bunch of what? Go ahead.
It's just like Team USA like killing Zimbabwe like every day. Like you know what I mean?
But the way I'm saying is like they just have fun with it. Like they don't take it that seriously, and they just
Yeah.
Anyway.
Let's see. I'm joking, Brian. You on my top 5 Unhinged cast if you count Peter.
Top 5. There's only 4 of us. No.
Well, no, I think he's referring to like my Twitch streams too. So like, yeah, okay. Brian, I'll put you in my top 5. How about that?
I mean, I better be.
You're top 5, but you're not 5, and you're not 2, but you're also not 1. So, yeah. But moving on, what other storyline could we talk about from today's game? I think, first of all, do you know anything about like the 7-inning thing? Like, are all the spring training games going to be 7 innings?
I have no idea.
I didn't hear anything about it, but like, I find it kind of interesting. Like, I'm not too opposed to it because spring training games can kind of drag after a while.
Yeah,
especially when they bring in like the no-name players. But yeah, I'm not opposed to the 7 innings, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the only thing that I would say is that like spring training is an opportunity for the young guys to like get a shot and play with some of the the big guys. So if there's less of that, maybe that kind of sucks for them. So, but for our sake, I don't really care that much.
Yeah, I mean, it really sucks for the young guys in the sense of like they're not going to get at bats and playing time as much as they would previously, especially in the spring training where they needed the most. So like when I was talking with Trey Ambergy last week, I kind of asked him, I was like, how did you stay fresh? Like not having a minor league season last year. He's like, to be honest with you, like I'm going into spring training this year and I haven't seen live pitching since last spring. So it's like these guys are going into it and facing guys like Garrett Cole or Roldis Chapman like off rip. And only getting a minimal amount of at bats. So it's really tough for minor leaguers in that situation, especially going into this year. So I'm hoping like somehow, some way the Yankees could get these guys like some sort of at bats if you're a batter, or innings pitched if you're a pitcher, just because we're in such a different situation this year in the sense of these guys had a year off essentially. It's like everyone's coming back from an injury. That's basically what it's like with the minor league players. So it's tough.
Yeah, but at least there's going to be a minor league season this year, so they get to play.
Yeah. Daniel says, "Wait, Pat, you streamed yesterday. You said no stream." Yeah, we streamed last night. Not on Twitch though, but yeah, we streamed on YouTube from like 9 to 10, the usual every night. Also, if any of you guys missed the stream we did last night, I asked the chat what we should do about the post game show. Everyone voted on not going live directly after the game. They wanted us to go live at 9 p.m. the usual time to kind of do our like post game recap and whatnot. So we'll be live 9 p.m. tonight, rather than directly after the game to do our post game show. So keep that in mind. Let's see. Oh, so it's gonna be 7 innings until March 13th, which honestly I kind of like that idea. Just because starting March 14th, like then the guys could get like super acclimated to playing like a full 9 innings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean everyone's gonna play 1 or 2 innings at the beginning anyway. So
yeah. Let's see. Isn't it up to the teams? I believe I read the rules say they can call it when they want.
Yeah, it's spring training. They could always do that.
Yeah, love it. One thing that I do find pretty interesting today too is like I have like tweet notifications on for the Yankees, and it's always a good time when I see like they were talking about like instructions for fans who are going to the stadium today. I'm like, damn, like fans are going to be back. Like this is the first time we're seeing the Yankees play with fans in probably about a year since last spring training, right?
Yeah.
Bro,
that's it, man.
It's just going to be so. I mean,
this year.
I'm sure the players are looking forward to it too because like like last year must have been so weird in the sense of like playing in empty stadiums.
Yeah.
Like they haven't done that since like they were playing in single A. And even then there was still like a handful of fans there. But like yeah. Talking about Twitch, no, I did not stream on Twitch last night. Maybe tonight, we'll see. Subbed on YouTube. Yo, Jake. Appreciate you, my man. Yeah, eventually I think what we're gonna do is the streams are probably going to be like solely on YouTube starting in like a couple months. I know like how we've been doing it is like we stream on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. But I think sometime within the next couple months, the streams are going to go like completely to YouTube just because I think it'll make the most sense to have everything in like one central location, you know?
Yeah, whatever.
Would A-Rod be pissed if the Yankees gave his number 13 to someone?
I don't think the Yankees would care if A-Rod was pissed about that. Honestly.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think A-Rod's number is kind of like in that weird limbo stage right now. It's like, yeah, like I don't think they're going to retire it, but they're also just not going to put it in circulation. They'll probably do the same thing with Brett Gardner's number. To be honest.
I was just going to say 100%. They won't retire 11, but no one's going to be wearing 11 for a long time.
Yeah, I'd agree. Michael says, first game is today at 1 p.m. Looking forward to it, but not looking forward to seeing Michael King. What did Michael King ever do to you?
Oh, come on, man. He's the king.
Michael King. See, you killed it.
It's early, man. I'm still waking up.
But you got your coffee, though. So
it's working. It's kicking in.
It's true. 7 innings sounds good, especially the ones who not only opted out because of COVID and coming back from injuries. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing. I know, like there's a decent amount of guys too who didn't play last year because they opted out. It actually wasn't that many, which I'm actually surprised about. However, did you see like the MLB like COVID test positivity rate?
Yeah, wasn't it like 0.03% or something like that?
Bro, I mean, they tested, I think, 20,000 players, and I think like 20 tested positive. Like, it's like a 0.01 per positive rate. Like,
Yeah.
love to see it. Love to see it because, bro, it got me so mad last year when like there would be like 5 cases across the league, and you would have all these reporters coming out saying, cancel the season. There's no way the season could go on at this rate. Like, no, like everyone relax. Like, MLB, I think this season's going to go perfectly. I think we're going to have a smooth sailing season.
Yeah. I mean, I think we got lucky last year in the sense that no one really big got COVID at like a bad time. You know, like if it had happened in the playoffs where like Giancarlo Stanton had gotten COVID or Aaron Judge had gotten COVID, something like that, then it would have really sucked. But luckily we didn't have any of that. So hopefully it's the same case this year, man.
Yeah, I mean,
even like have pretty good protocols down.
Regardless, I mean, even like God forbid, like one of them did get COVID. Like we're just talking like 2 weeks, and then like they're back. Like you saw, like bro, DJ and Chapman had COVID to start the season. They came back. Like DJ had the best season of his career. So it's like, let's see. Yo, Pat made an unhinged KC profile picture. Daniel, I'm gonna have to see that.
Let's see it, baby.
I'm gonna have to see that. You could send it to me on either Twitter or Instagram. Do it. A-Rod, you gave away my number 13. Let me go cry in my mansions with my millions of dollars. Actually, add lying next to J-Lo in that. So,
who
like,
has more money than me?
Yeah, right? I mean, what's their combined net worth?
You gotta
close
be
to $1 billion.
It's gotta be over $1 billion.
You think it's over?
Nah, it can't be.
You think she has more money than him?
She definitely has more money than him. 100%.
You want to bet?
I'll bet anything on that.
All right. A-Rod net worth. A-Rod has a net worth of $350 million.
You can't trust that.
Okay, so what else am I gonna go by, Brian?
I don't know.
Exactly.
All right, just let's see what J-Lo has. But
wait, were you gonna say J-Wow?
No, it's just early. I'm tripping over my words a little bit.
Okay, she's 400, so 50 million more.
Really, that's it? I would think it'd be more than that, but okay.
Yeah. Are you watching KC tonight? I didn't know KC played tonight, but that's intriguing.
Ooh, Unhinged Kansas City.
Hold up. Oh, they play at 3. Yankee game's gonna end just in time for that.
We might have to do a double feature.
Did you Hunter Dozier agreed to a 4-year contract extension with the Royals, actually. Not a bad deal. Just saying.
It's big news.
Leave the King alone, not main starter going into game 1. That's what I'm saying. Like, how are you just gonna roast King? Like, what did he ever do to you? Like, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, I know he wasn't that good last year, but it also like
he's young. He's getting better.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, exactly. King barely pitched. They threw him in really rough situations too. I'm not gonna lie. THG says, "What's going on, bro? Sorry, Derek is also live. I didn't know what to do." LMAO. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Just open up 2 tabs. Put one AirPod in. Put the other AirPod in. Chilling.
Listen to both.
Chilling.
Exactly.
Honestly, you know how like confusing that would be.
Yeah.
Like you'd be like, are they on the same podcast? Are they not? Damn, J-Lo has more money than A-Rod. Yeah, I mean, not by much though, which is actually surprising.
I think it's more than that, but we'll just.
It probably is. But, yeah, they're close to $1 billion though. They're getting there. I feel like Michael King got screwed because if he came in 1 inning, he was good. After that, it was Yeah. I think Michael King, they kind of used him. I think they wanted to turn him into like a Chad Green when they first brought in Chad Green. They wanted to use him as like a 3-inning guy, 2-3-inning guy. And I don't know if King was that. I mean, didn't they bring in King in like the 3rd game of the season last year after Paxton like completely just threw it? Remember he gave Paxton, I think it was against the Nationals maybe, gave up like 6 runs in the first or something. They brought in King.
I think we remember it.
I think something down that road. I made it my new YouTube profile picture. I don't know if it updated yet. It did not, Daniel. I still see a Yankee logo, but I'm still dying to see that unhinged KC. That's all I'm saying. What else we got? Lori had both going. That's what I'm saying. Lori, shout out to Lori. Knows what's up. That's all I'm saying. Same thing with Clark Schmidt. They threw him in bad innings too. Yeah,
guy. Clark Schmidt, Michael King, and there's one other guy I'm thinking of, but they're all like in that same level where they're coming up, man. But you got to give them time. You got to put them in better situations and give them a chance to prove themselves.
Yeah. I see batting average for Gary 280 with 30 home runs and 120 RBIs. I would love that.
I would take that in a heartbeat.
Bro, if Gary could give us a 280 batting average with 30 home runs and 120 RBIs, I'd be the happiest man alive. No joke.
I'd take 250 with 30 home runs.
Oh, everyone relax. We have Derek in the chat. Shout out, Derek. Derek said patch me in. Now, Derek, if you actually want to come on, I'll just let me know. I'll send you a link. I'll patch you in if you'd really like to. Just let me know. FJ says I'm a New York transplant now, living and teaching in Kansas. Seems after the Chiefs lost, none of my students are excited about Royals baseball.
How could that be?
Do I need to talk to them?
Yeah, I think we need to go down there.
I think, bro. I mean, we're already setting up our little thing in Kansas, but like, bro, like I might need to go talk to your class and be like, look, like the Royals have something going here. Whatever. Let's do it. Send it. Derek, say less. I'll send you the link right now, my man. Easy. Hold up. Chat, this might be the first time that we're having an impromptu guest come on the show.
Let's go.
Love it. Derek, the email has been sent. Let's see. If Ford is bad this spring, would Bruce make the team? It's going to be tough only because, like, I still think that spot is Derek Dietrich's to lose.
Really?
I think it is. I think Derek Dietrich needs to have a really bad spring in order for, like, that, like him not to make the bench.
Okay.
Like, because looking at, like, the final bench spot right now, who else would you think is the front runner?
Yeah, no, it's definitely between these three guys. I would
say, like, you could throw, like, Talkman and Andujar into that conversation too.
Yeah, to a lesser extent. I don't think they really have much of a chance of making it. But I would say Bruce and Dietrich are probably on the same level. But
I mean, unless you go THG's route and you give us Dietrich over Wade, and then at that point you have that other bench spot for either Bruce or Ford. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Derek has entered. Let me just add him in here. Derek!
The champ is here! What's up?
What's going on, my man?
Game
How
day.
was your live stream?
Dude, it went pretty good. I think we got up to like 239 people at one point, so it was pretty fun.
Look at you, Derek.
Yeah, I wanted to cut it short. I don't like doing a full hour like you guys do. I can't handle it because I'm just one guy, so...
No, if I was myself, I'd be done after like 30 minutes. Actually, that's not true though, because on Twitch, like I just talk to myself for like 2 hours straight, and I feel like a psycho after a while. But like it works. It works.
So here's something I was thinking about, and this is just an impromptu thing. We had a lot of people like at the beginning of my stream, like I don't know which to go to, mine or yours. So maybe we should try and schedule them so that like I know you're going to do it every day, but you know whenever I hop on, I'll let you know, and I'll try and maybe schedule mine at a different time than yours because I don't want to be pulling your audience there.
Yeah, no, I didn't even know that you were doing a pregame today. But yeah, people were in my chat. They're like, "Oh, Derek's live." Like, I don't know which one to watch. So maybe what we'll do is like try to like make like shifts between us. So like maybe like I'll go live like 12 to 12:30, and then you would go live like 12:30 to 1. Just so like it makes more sense. Just so like people like have content to watch consistently.
Yeah, I'm good with that, man. I did give you guys a shout out though. I did say go watch your channel.
You're the man, Derek. I think I give you a shout out like at least once alive. Like
yeah,
no,
we're always talking about you.
But all right, so bring it. What we got? What are we talking about?
So before we get into any Yankee stuff here, I do have something to tell you that came up earlier on in the stream.
What's that?
Brian here never learned how to ride a bike.
True story.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, I mean,
never got around to it.
I never learned how to stop eating Skittles for breakfast, so it works. You know, there's all sorts of things.
There's a trick to it. I'll teach you later. I don't want to say it on stream, but
gotta love spring training.
Look, I'm going to tell you how old I am, guys. I can't ride a bike anymore because it irritates my prostate. 37, and I was riding a bike so often. I went to the doctor. I was pissing all the time. My doctor's like, your prostate's irritated. Are you, what's wrong? I'm like, I've been riding a bike a lot lately. He's like, you're too old for that shit. Get a orthopedic bike seat. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to walk.
I've never heard that before, ever.
You learn something new every day. So moving on to a Yankee Center topic here. Wow,
Is
that the first time the word prostate has been used on this channel? I'm betting it was.
It has to be. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely not brought up. However, yes, THG says Derek just cursed. Unhinged Derek. Unhinged Derek coming soon. However,
I don't think that's a swear, is it?
Is it? I don't know. We'll find out.
No,
it's a medical. It's a medical definite. Yeah,
it's like spleen.
Yeah, exactly. Or like uterus. However, what was I even gonna say?
Dude, okay. I'm getting some serious baseball is back vibes in this chat, man.
This got off the rails real fast.
Love it. So let's actually move on to baseball here. So before you popped on, me and Brian were just talking about that final bench spot. I think it's interesting, Derek. I know we touched on it when I came on your live last week. Now, I think it's going to be a very interesting situation because I posted a video, like a spring training preview today, and someone made a comment saying maybe the Yankees go 5 on the bench. Like if Bruce and Dietrich both have a solid spring, I don't necessarily see that happening. But looking at that 4th bench spot, I think right now it has to be Dietrich's to lose.
Yeah, I like Dietrich. I think Wade is a lock to make the team because he can play shortstop. Yeah. He's under control. He's cheap. You've got to go with at least one outfield. You got Brett Gardner. You might bring a second one. You're going to have a catcher. I like Dietrich. Here's the thing. I find it interesting that the Yankees signed a guy who does not have great defensive stats over the past several years and also hit 187 the last 2 years. It's like it feels like that Gio Urshela type of thing where it's like, what are they seeing in this guy that nobody else is seeing? And to me, when I watched him, and I really hadn't watched a ton of him until the Yankees signed him, his swing reminds me a lot of Josh Hamilton. He's got a lot of Josh Hamilton in him. He's the way he takes that fastball, he lets it travel deep in the zone, right? He just some guys when the ball's away, they'll kind of step the other way and try and slap it. Brett Gardner's a guy who does that. Paul O'Neill used to do that. But what Derek Dietrich does is what Josh Hamilton does is he lets it travel deep in the zone and then just takes his normal swing a shade late. And that's really hard to do because you have to have great timing. And obviously his timing has not been great because he's hit 187. But the Yankees obviously recognize that he's got that same type of power potential. Some of his home runs are to left field and they're 450 feet. As a left-handed hitter, that is very uncommon. And if you're bringing a guy into Yankee Stadium, a left-handed hitter, it's very dangerous if they're good at taking the ball the other way because then you have to pitch them inside. And that's really dangerous at Yankee Stadium. So my guess to what the Yankees are doing is they're saying, let's take a lottery ticket on Derek Dietrich. Let's see if we can teach him how to pull the ball, right? Teach him how to pull the ball in the air. Add that to his skill set. And then maybe he never hits more than 180, 190. But now you can't pitch him to either side because he's going to be on that path where he's just driving the ball. Maybe you teach him, who to look, what pitch to look for against certain pitchers using the analytics. How is this guy going to work you? And give him up there saying like, hey, look, you got an 80% chance to see a fastball away. So look fastball away this at bat, and maybe he'll do some damage. Or this guy's going to work you in, maybe open up a little bit and take a shot at the porch this at bat. Forget about the outside part of the plate. So I think that it's an interesting move because he can't play defense. He sucks on defense. Yeah. So they're doing this as potential for his bat. So I like Derek Dietrich, and I think he makes the team if he shows in spring that he's able to do whatever it is they're trying to do. And that's just my hypothesis.
Bro, I love Derek Dietrich, like with a burning passion at this point. My only thing is I wish the man played shortstop. At least, even if he had like an inning of shortstop experience at that MLB level under his belt, I think that he would easily be a replacement for Tyler Wade. I think maybe this spring it could be possible the Yankees try him at shortstop. Just if they want to move away from Tyler Wade, I think Dietrich would be the only opportunity to do so. But I think it's definitely going to be interesting. The Yankees have a lot of battles as far as the bench goes. If they do go with 4 bench spots, we're talking about 5 guys competing for that one spot. So we're talking Andujar, Talkman, Ford, Bruce, Dietrich. That's a quality battle. Looking forward to it. But yeah, we're only 15 minutes away from first pitch. I think we're going to wrap things up here. Derek, I know we got you on at the tail end, but we did have a solid conversation about bicycles. Derek Dietrich, love it. But yeah, shout out to everyone who stuck around. Listen, chat, I know we talked about this last night. I said it earlier. I'll say it again. I asked you guys whether you want us to go live for a post-game show directly after the game or at our usual time at 9. You guys said 9, so we'll be live once again at 9 p.m. tonight. So stay tuned for that normal Unhinged time. We will see you guys next time. Enjoy spring training, and we'll see you guys later. Peace.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Pat.